Blind boxes, or mystery boxes, have taken China's toy scene by storm. The idea is quite simple. The customer knows they're getting a toy, but won't know what specific toy they're getting until they open the box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's a bit like gambling, only without the risk of leaving empty-handed. One such company to take a prominent role in this particular market is Pop Mart. By the end of 2020, the company had more than 100 shops and over 1,000 vending machines, as well as an online store. According to its prospectus, Pop Mart had around $127 million in revenue in the first half of 2020, up from around $84 million in the first half of 2019. The popularity of Pop Mart's products have made its 33-year-old founder and CEO Wang Ning a billionaire after a $674 million Hong Kong IPO in December of 2020. And like Pop Mart's CEO, the majority of its customers are between the ages of 18 and 35, typically young adults with disposable incomes, with over 75% being female. Pop Mart has been around since 2010, but it took a while for it to reach its current level of success. The company started out operating a small shop in the Zhongguancun area of Beijing, selling a variety of products, among them toys. And it was toys that proved to be the most popular and best-selling for them. So they shifted their focus onto toys. The idea for blind boxes was inspired by gashapon from Japan, which are vending machines that dispense a capsule containing a mystery toy. Although the toys inside Pop Mart's blind boxes are relatively cheap, costing less than $2 to make, they sell for around $8 a pop. Young adults may not play with dolls in the way that kids might, instead choosing to display them, sometimes as a symbolic extension of their personalities, or just to show off something cute. Some blind boxes contain more limited edition toys, which entice more serious collectors to keep buying more boxes in the hopes that they can get the one that they want. Some consumers have collected over 1,000 dolls.
这个就是我放玩偶的仓库，单做了一个柜子给季节性的娃娃，然后加在一起差不多有2000多个左右。
2,000 dolls. If each cost around $8, that would mean she spent around $16,000 on dolls. Social media and Pop Mart's membership program also play a role in building up the brand and its fan base. While blind box toys are already sold at a markup, these rare toys can fetch an even higher price in the secondhand markets. The mechanics of blind boxes are also similar to loot boxes found in video games, where users pay money to unlock a random digital mystery item. Both blind boxes and loot boxes have been compared to gambling, which can be addictive. Many countries have already taken actions to ban or regulate such practices, and while blind boxes have received criticism, no actions have been taken against them as of yet. According to Pop Mart, IP is at the core of their business. One thing they did was seek out artists to create toy lines for them. An early line of toys was their Molly series, created by artist Kenny Wong, which has consistently been among the top sellers for Pop Mart. Toys would have unique characteristics given by their creators, who would take a cut of the sales from the lines they designed. Another way for Pop Mart to discover new artists to partner with are the Beijing and Shanghai toy shows they organize. These events bring together fans and creators from around the globe. In addition to original artist creations, Pop Mart also has non-exclusive license agreements with major global brands, including Disney, Universal, and many more. By the end of 2020, Pop Mart handled 93 IPs, and in 2019, the top 4 IPs alone generated over $15 million in revenue, which represented more than 10% of its total revenue over the same period. Blind boxes still account for a major portion of Pop Mart's sales. If any restrictions or regulations are imposed resulting from their comparisons to gambling, their business model could be seriously impacted. Since their IPO, Pop Mart plans to invest in expansion in overseas markets, as well as further develop China's domestic toy scene. So is enthusiasm for Pop Mart a passing trend? For now, Pop Mart has brand recognition and popular IPs. CEO Wang Ning has said that he hopes Pop Mart can become like Disney. But at the moment, Pop Mart's IPs exist primarily in doll form, with thin or non-existent backstories behind them. Compare that to older, more established IPs, which have appeared in movies and themed amusement parks, and come with their own histories and stories. To remain relevant, Pop Mart will likely need to find success in continuing to develop their IPs and cultivating the market for toys, and hope that their target consumers don't outgrow their love of collecting toys.